Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Watkins. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Cowboys get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Bishop. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On the ground, it's Thomas. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Let's go now. Get up.
They run with Thomas. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 46-yard line.
Looking to throw. Bishop. And Thomas has it. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down. Back to throw. Bishop. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack. Looking to throw. Bishop. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Had to pass there. 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They go play action here on 1st down. He finds his man complete. That's Brock. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
So this game, Charles, we talked about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. 28 yards. And the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And this is incomplete. Thomas the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
You look at this Cowboy defense.
They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the #1 overall passing team in the NFL, but it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. This defense for the Dolphins, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground. They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 21 yards away.
And the Cowboys have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now Thomas. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Back to throw. Bishop.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And some space here. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Dolphins are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills. He's
got him in. good. Complete. Touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass, you don't often see a cornerback making tackles in the backfield. But he's playing run all the way here.
2nd and 11. Wide open receiver, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Buffalo 18. Here we go.
This is Thomas.
And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Go.
They'll run on first down. It's Thomas, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
103 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a give, running left is Harris. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Watkins. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys are able to add on to their first half lead. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the route is on here in this first half. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Bishop. He gets it to Thomas. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
70 range.
On first down, it's Thomas. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Operating from the gun, Bishop. Wide open receiver, complete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Thomas. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Bishop. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. On now the Miami field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this is not going to be anywhere close. No good, way wide to the left. And they will remain well behind.
Looked like he might have overcompensated there for being on the right hash because you've got to make sure you get the angle right. But that time he started it too far left and winds up hooking it way too far.
Throwing to start the drive. Watkins escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Watkins. This is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. 28 yards. And the Cowboys have taken a 5-touchdown lead. The Cowboys offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
In motion, the tight end. They'll try the left side. Thomas. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Bishop. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. Off play action. Watkins. That is incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Watkins working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Going up top. And this is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Aubrey now for the PAT.
And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Cowboys 57, Dolphins 14.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout, as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot. Pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1.
That is caught. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
40 yards rushing for him now to this point. They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
Back to throw. Bishop.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Off the play fake. Watkins. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. 39 yards.
And the Cowboys have now opened up a 7-touchdown lead. Unbelievable. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
They'll run on first down. It's Thomas, and he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Still going inside the 20. Thomas barreling ahead. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 47 yards on the ground. Great run there, but it looked like they were going to have him for the stop. He was able to push through. They didn't wrap up defensively.
No, they didn't. All credit to the runner for making it happen, breaking through some contact and going a long way. But the defensive guys, when they watch this on tape, they're not going to be real happy with themselves. They had a great opportunity that they let slip through their hands. That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now a timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. Looking to throw. Bishop. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Harris running straight ahead. A solid stiff arm. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. Back now in Miami. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Okay, ready?
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Dragon 60. 79 Bronco. Go.
Back to throw. Watkins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
Off play action. Watkins. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. The Cowboys on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Off the play fake. Watkins. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. 78 yards.
And the Cowboys add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Thomas. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
101 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
On 3rd down, Thomas.
And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
Now a handoff up the middle. Thomas. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Looking to throw. Bishop. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. That's to his running back, complete.
And he will have a Dolphins first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long.
Up the middle they go. It's Thomas, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Go.
Back to throw. Bishop. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Past the 20. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down...
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Aubrey now for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Ready up.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
Let's go now.
They run the counter. It's Thomas. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
Looking to throw. Bishop. Over the middle here to Coates.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Aubrey now for the PAT.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Cowboys 85, Dolphins 14.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect 2nd half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the 2nd half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.